Good morning and welcome all of you to my story. First, let me introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Lan. I'm 24 years old. Currently, I'm a student attending teacher at Paso English Center. My class is very interesting and always full of energy. We have each other to learn and love to say our story together. We have a very strict but enthusiastic teacher. My tutor is very friendly and sociable. Today, I'm very glad to be here to tell you an interesting story. The story is about difficulty I have met in learning English as well as the ways I have used to learn English better, and maybe after listening my story, you can find the way to learn English more effectively. I'm going to divide my story into two parts. First of all, I would like to begin with the difficulty I have met in learning English, and I have a question for you. Do you think it's quite difficult to remember English vocabulary? Yes, me too. When I was a high school student, I learned new words every day by making a long list of words and remember it. But when I speak, the new words seem fall out of my head. Remembering and using the new words is a challenge for me. I memorize vocabulary by writing it down many times, but I don't know how to use it, and I feel I learn English by rote. Listening is more difficult due to accents and pronunciation. My listening skills has been weak, and I was only able to recognize the words that I really know, or if a person spoke slowly and separated all the words. I missed a lot of salary sounds and I understand nothing. I had to use subtitles when I'm watching English video on YouTube, and it's so inconvenient. Finally, the biggest trouble for me is speaking. When I was high school, I learned grammar and listening, and I didn't have environment to practice the skill I learned. When I speak, it takes a lot of time to translate English to Vietnamese and vice versa. I hesitate to speak English because I scared people can find mistake and laugh me. To be on safe side, I prefer to keep quiet or speak as little as possible. And when I speak, I didn't get words to express in English. I have no reflex in communication, especially I have no intonation. That's why people are so boring when I speak, and learning English become a fear. That's all my difficulty I have met in learning English. Now I so use the ways I have used to learn English more effectively. I think the best way to learn English vocabulary is learning English phrases because phrases are easier to remember. Instead of writing list of words, try to put them in sentence. You can find easier words to explain the new words. For example, you have new words miserable. You can make sentence. Miserable is unhappy, unpleasant. And by the way, you can remember it and know how the word is used in real life. You can learn vocabulary by topics such as people, travel, or food. Is a great way to memorize vocabulary. By listening, I listen every day. I know, but as the first time, I'm not excited about it, and I want to give up. But the best way I found when I learn listening English is listening during activities that don't require concentration or deep thinking. You can listen whenever, when driving, when riding a bus, when doing housework or waiting for something. And I subscribed entertaining channel on YouTube, and it's always provide many video practical and easy to understand. Finally, the biggest obstacle for me is speaking, and I decided to go to English Center, and I found Puzzle. In here, I learned RPA charts, shadowing method, and responsive communication, which I never ever learned before. I practice every day. My teacher and my tutor correct my fault when I make a mistake and make me speak fluently. For example, instead of speak interest, my teacher taught me speak interest, and it makes me improve a lot and more confident. In the weekend, I go to English club to practice my speaking skill with my friends. And for me, practicing is the key to improve my English. And after 3 months, I become a person who's scared of speaking English. Now I can overcome my fear, and I speak English fluently in front of crowd. To sum up, I just want to say that learning English will be easier if you can find the suitable ways as well as have enough passion and persistence. I do hope that someday in the future you can overcome your fear and can speak English fluently with foreigners. Thanks for watching my video.